One day I was tending my father's sheep. I am the youngest son of my father Jesse, and it was my job to keep all the sheep safe for our family. If a lion or bear were to come near and try to carry off one of our sheep, I was supposed to rescue the poor sheep. That actually happened, and I had to fight off a lion one time. When the fierce animal attacked, so did I. I swiftly went after the animal, grabbed it by its head, and struck it down so that it could not hurt me or my sheep. I am not a large person, but God gave me the amazing strength to fight off a bear and a lion. God allowed something so scary to happen to me to show that God can be trusted to give me strength and save me. Even though Saul was still the king of my people, God told Samuel, his prophet, to find Israel's next king among the sons of Jesse. That was my family, and boy were we surprised. Samuel thought surely one of my older brothers would be God's choice, but they were not. My father called me in from the field where I was tending the sheep so that I could meet Samuel. I was the least likely to be chosen, but when I arrived, God told Samuel, "Rise and anoint him. This is the one." Samuel put some oil on my head as a sign of God's choosing me. From that day on, the Spirit of the Lord came upon me in power. I was sent to work for King Saul and his army. I played the harp to Saul when he was upset, and at first he liked me. This was a little awkward because Saul was still king, but we had found out already through Samuel that I was chosen to be king after him. We did not know exactly when or how that would happen, so we all had to wait for God to show us. So some days I worked for Saul, and other days I would tend my father's sheep. Israel had many enemies, and one was the nation of the Philistines. They hated the God of Israel and were very proud. They had a giant soldier named Goliath, who was enormous, over 9 feet tall. Goliath wore huge armor and could carry unbelievably heavy weapons to use against his opponents. One day, the Philistines were lined up on one hill, and we Israelites were on another hill facing them. The Philistines dared us to fight. Our soldiers and King Saul were terrified and unsure of what to do. Goliath decided to challenge the Israelites. He said that he would fight one Israelite soldier by himself, and if that soldier won, the Philistines would surrender to Israel. However, if Goliath won, then the Israelites would surrender to the Philistines. When I heard Goliath insulting the Israelites, I exclaimed, "Who is this Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" I then went to King Saul. "I, your servant, will go fight the Philistine." Saul did not think I could win because I was so young and small. But that's when I told him about fighting off the bear and the lion when they attacked my sheep. I told Saul, "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine." Saul tried to fit his armor on me, but it was too big and heavy. Instead, I took 5 smooth stones from the stream and carried them out with my sling to meet Goliath. Goliath made a move towards me, and without hesitating, I ran at him, took out 1 stone from my bag, and slung it at the giant's head. Bam! It hit him right in the forehead, and down he went. Then I used Goliath's own sword to finish him off. Truly the battle was the Lord's. God made me brave and accurate, and God gave Israel the victory over the Philistines. It became obvious to many that day and in the days to come that God was with me, and I was truly destined to be